All right, I came across this little meme here on the Book of Faces this morning. Thought it was pretty funny, kind of silly, I guess. I don't know what Walmart he's in, but the aisles in my local Walmarts are nowhere near that wide. But it did remind me of another pet peeve of mine in when you're in Walmart's grocery store, any other grocery store. So in the refrigerator section, not the ones with the doors you open, but the ones where you have your lunch meat, your sausages, you have your chicken on shelves there, and your beef and all that kind of stuff. Where it's just an open appliance. There are no doors on it or anything. It might be you might get into it from the top, or it might be a kind of an angle with different shelves, that sort of stuff. And you roll up there on your basket. Look, people, stop ruining my life. When you roll up on your refrigerated section, folks, leave your buggy a few feet away from the actual refrigerator appliance there, okay? When you're going to get your shredded cheese or you're going to get your leg quarters or whatever it is you're rolling up there to get that, please, 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 if you have any grace and mercy in your heart at all, do not just roll up there like you're parallel parking your shopping cart or buggy, as we call it down here in South Alabama. Don't pull up there like you have this train of buggies along your buggy does not have to be touching the refrigerator, appliance there while you get your stuff, because your buggy is long. You probably fat, so it's pushed out a little ways in front of you or whatever. And you're blocking 6, 8 feet of refrigerator there. And typically, okay, I'm 300 pounds. All right, I have been as much as 400 pounds. I'm 300 pounds. I'm not decrepit, but these ankles, these knees, my lower back, I've been walking around that Walmart on the concrete when I roll up over there. I want to roll up there and I want to be able to just walk right up and pick up my Conecuh sausage, proudly made in Conecuh, Alabama. Pick up my Conecuh, grab my, whatever else I need to pick up and go. And if you leave your buggy like a nice, kind, polite, God-fearing person, if you leave your buggy 4, 5, 6 feet away from the front edge, the front face of that big old refrigerator there, and then walk a few steps over there to decide which of the 9 million different types of cheese you want to buy, right? If you leave it a distance there, well, I can walk around your buggy, go up there, grab my Conecuh, get back in my buggy and go and roll on. I mean, it's common courtesy, folks. I see these memes all over Facebook about how you can judge a person's character by whether or not they put their little buggy back in the little corral in the parking lot or whether they leave it out there in the middle of the spaces. That's bull crap, because when I don't put my buggy up, I am creating a job for Walmart's buggy boys to go out there and earn a living to some degree or another, getting my cart out of the handicap spot and rolling it, to the little cart pushing thing and bringing it in. I'm giving them a job to do. So when I leave my buggy out, that is not a negative on my character. I'm actually being benevolent by creating jobs. But when you roll up over there and you looking through all the different chicken breast and leg quarters and, all that kind of stuff, and you standing there trying to memorize all the different, types of meat there, a lunch meat or cheese or whatever, and you blocking 6 or 8 feet of refrigerator there, you blocking it, and I roll up and my knees are killing me. My ankles are killing me. I have exceeded the design limitations of the apparatus that totes around all of this. And I got to stand there and try to be polite and wait for you to get finished browsing the refrigerator while all of my cartilage is just screaming at me. That's how you can judge a person's character. If you'll notice, in a lot of grocery stores, when you roll up on those refrigerators, on the floor down there, the tile or floor covering from the face of the refrigerator out a few feet will be a different color. That's because in old school grocery stores, that was the border of how close you were supposed to come to the refrigerator with your cart. You weren't supposed to roll your cart on that different color that stripe that runs in front of the refrigerator. You're supposed to leave it outside of that zone, kind of like the fire lane in front of the store. You're supposed to leave it outside of that little lane and walk over to get your stuff. And that way, everybody else gets to walk up and get their stuff. They don't have to stand there and wait on you while you make your mind up. Like I said, I'm 53 years old. I used to have a real job. I left morbidly obese behind about 150 pounds ago. My knees, my hips, my ankles, my feet. I'm wanting to get my Conecuh, go pay for it, and get back in my big old excursion and go home. So just be a sweetheart and stop screwing up my life.